What's up? I finally made it. What a crazy time trying to get this post in. Yesterday and today combined, there was like a pox, the full moon Halloween conspiracy holding me back from getting this post and valuable information out to you guys. We can't let that happen though, because we have a wonderful post for you here. Without further ado, how to lose weight fast. Okay, we're here. How to lose weight fast with me, Trainer Steve. That's I will be your guide and host. All right, so what you'll learn how to get photo ready, how to drop pounds fast and safely, the right exercises to do and to focus on, a winning plan for weight loss, a daily technique that celebs use, the truth about carbs, and how to lose weight in your sleep. What this isn't. This is not a long-term diet fix, and it's definitely not the only solution to weight loss or a fix for behavioral and identity issues. Got to fix those things if you want a long-term fix and for your diet to stick. The number one thing I see with most people who are successful, intermittent fasting. That's only eating in a 3 to 6 hour window. Some people just eat one meal a day, but it's really just carving out a specific set amount of time for yourself to do. Now, I don't recommend it to everybody, but there are a lot of benefits. Appetite control, because you only have small windows of time to eat. Calorie restriction, it's hard to eat a lot of calories in a small window of time, though I've tried. Requires less willpower, fixes your metabolism, makes you a lot more clear in your thinking, and frankly, it just taps into fat loss. I see it time and time again, fitness influencers, celebrities, athletes, they use intermittent fasting to drop that excess body fat. When you're fasting, you also want to make sure you're drinking bone broth and adding plenty of salts and electrolytes, because you get depleted in that when you go on low-carb diets. That's the reason why a lot of people get what's known as keto flu, or an illness feeling. They're often low and deficient in electrolytes like salt and magnesium, which is super important. Most people are actually deficient in magnesium, even if they're not on low-carb diets, just because we have poor diets in America. And it's hard to get a lot. Also note that not all magnesium is equal. There's so many different kinds, as you can see on this chart over there. For me, malate, I love to go for relaxing my muscles when I'm getting cramps or after athletic endeavors. And then threonate is good for mental clarity, and I like to use it before meditating. And, you know, it hits everybody differently, so you should experiment. Number 2, periodic total body bursts. 3 to 5 times per day at full intensity, especially after meals. What does that mean? Total body bursts. Really, it means engaging all of the muscles in your body and getting them to use. What kind of exercises can you do, though? What kind of exercises can you do? Because you don't want to just go to a gym, right? So do things that are available to you. If you have stairs around you, go running up and down those at work real quick. Who cares if you look silly? Maybe you have a stairwell or something like that at work. I like to run stair sprints at Mount Tabor here in Portland because it's beautiful. Burpees, that's another favorite total body exercise. They use it in CrossFit. Unfortunately, it used to kind of be associated with punishments in certain places, and so it feels like a negative thing, but it's so good for your body. Kettlebell swings, this is my daily mantra. I wake up and do kettlebell swings every day, and I will be attempting the kettlebell swing world record. Med ball slams, also a lovely one. If you can keep a med ball around, they're very affordable. You just bang out a few slams. Here's our client Baron working real hard there, slamming home. You could just slam it straight down. You don't need trampolines or anything fancy. And that leads us to number 2, high-intensity interval training. What is that? How does that differentiate from what we were just talking about? Well, this is a little bit more focused and deliberate training. See this gentleman here? He's going for a nice sprint on the spin bike, and he's got a weird look on his face, probably because he's excited about doing HIIT. So what do we do there? We do 5 to 20-second bursts, sprints, where we're really moving and going and gassing with about a 20 to 90-second recovery, slower pace. But we're still going to be moving, and then we do that for about 6 to 12 rounds. Now, that's not an exact hard prescription, but if you do that prescription, you're going to end up good. Number 3, eat less than 30 grams of carbs a day. Again, that's just a ballpark number, but what's important with that to remember is to eat proteins in a fat-based diet. Don't eat any added sugars. No rice, pasta, grains, pizza, pancakes, oats, waffles, chips, or any of that goodness. Carbs should be from veggies, and if you're a female, make sure you go above 30 grams of carbs every 3rd or 4th day or so, because you want to keep your hormones in balance. Remember, carbs aren't the devil. This is just a small period of exclusion because we're working towards getting that shred on right before our little vacation, or whatever it is we're trying to get photo ready for. Carbs are fantastic for you if you're training a lot and you're moving well, but most people just stay home and sit, so there you go. Number 4, the row machine. There's Mr. Mark, our client, hitting our row machine, the concept too. It gasses you up. That's Hugh Jackman's secret to fat loss that he used before his role as the Wolverine. He also did do intermittent fasting as well. The row machine is an all-in-one workout It's great for fat loss, helps reduce joint pain, helps you drop the pounds, reduces risk of disease even because your immune system gets stronger from that total body movement, and it strengthens your core. It also moves blood through your body, help delivering healing mechanisms. Number 5, get enough sleep. If you're not getting enough sleep, then you're going to weep because you're going to be not counting sheep. That didn't make sense. But the point is if you're not getting enough sleep, you're not taking power naps are very useful, you're going to be in trouble. One study found that sleeping 5.5 hours each night over a 2-week period on a calorie-restricted diet resulted in less fat loss when compared to sleeping 8.5 hours each night. It also resulted in greater loss of free fat mass. And that's what happens when you get older. You lose body mass, and you don't want to die early, right? So you need your sleep. Here's the takeaways from our little bit of production here. Intermittent fasting. We want to try that out. You are HIIT training about 3 to 5 times a week. Make sure we're getting less than 30 grams of carbs. Number 4, do bursts of daily exercise. That's periodically throughout the day as you continue to move. Number 5, get in your sleep. If you're not getting at least 6 to 8 hours, then I recommend you definitely get in power naps. And most importantly, you got to stick to it to get to it. If you go off plan for a couple of days, you're going to be screwed if you're really trying to burn that body fat quick. So we suggest you plan yourself out on a calendar and stay diligent to the things you want, because consistency is greater than fast results. You need consistent results to really change who you are. Do keep in mind that this plan is for fast, rapid change, and that's not necessarily what we recommend here as healthy, right? Consistent results is greater than faster results. Now, if you want fast results, which I want sometimes too, this is the plan for you, right? We want to try out doing those 5 things, making sure we're trying out calorie restricted windows, not eating as much, and also having accountability. So if you need help, you can hire a personal trainer like your boy Trainer Steve here. You can follow me on Instagram as well if you just want to get loads of free fast content instead of having to sit through videos like this, or follow me on TikTok for even faster content and probably a few dumb jokes. Also, make sure you're checking out the Momentum Morning, where we're broadcasting this live every morning, probably a few minutes after whatever that time says up there, because I'm always late, but I'm always there, and that's what matters, because I'm here for you to hold you accountable to your habits and help you at the end of the day lose weight or lose the shred or feel better, get a better organization in your life, get more productivity. Really what we're about is life enhancement. I'm always on the pursuit of life enhancement. Life was pretty shitty for me at a time. In my head, I didn't like who I was or where I was. I hated who I was. And I still have some of that in me, but a lot of that has been worked on, and a lot of that comes from helping others by learning like a sponge from all these different areas of science and psychology and learning and human thinking and how we interact, and then trying to put that all in together to something for us here in this unique program, right? This is not something other people, I think, are offering, because nobody else is as insane as I am to sit there and listen to audiobooks every single day just to try to present it back to you guys. So that's what I've dedicated my life to. I really am single. I don't date too much. I don't do much else other than go get content and try to give it back to you guys. It's really just what I do. I go fishing for content that I think is useful, content that has helped me change my life, and I digest it in a simpler way and hopefully present it into something that is useful for you guys. All right. If you found that presentation useful, leave a comment in the comment sections below. Other than that, it's time to move over now to the habit roll call of the day.
The world famous habit roll call.
Shazam! I popped up through that one. Had to slide through the vortex, baby. Happy Halloween, everybody, by the way. It's a habit roll call check-in Halloween edition, but I didn't really dress up. I'm sorry. I should have at least wore some like bunny ears or something. The easy out. Tracy Warner Hockman, the first one to check in for today. She walks. She said she's going to start her meal prep again on Sunday after coming back from her trip. Welcome back. Happy Halloween, Miss Tracy, and I look forward to hearing more about how your meal prep went. It's October 30th on here, and I just camped. Find it, says Jonathan, without the ends. I think what happened was I didn't show up. That was the first time I actually, what happened was at 2 a.m., Strudel was crying and whining, my beautiful little puppy girl, and I didn't know what to do. So I had to get up. I thought maybe she wanted to go outside And I looked around and there was no pee-pee or anything like that. So I was like, maybe she has to potty at the 2 a.m., which is a little weird. But so I picked her up and took her out, and she didn't do a darn thing out there. So I waited a little bit. I went back into my room. I set her back down into my playpen, and then she just passed out. So she just wanted to wake up Daddy Steve. So then I went back to sleep, completely threw off my schedule. My alarm got missed, and I woke up 3 minutes before it was time to train Mr. Barron. And honestly, I had that presentation from today really worked on. Like, I had all these slides presented and ready to present to you guys yesterday. I just didn't get a chance to get up to present it. And then from there, I went from client to client to client to client, and I just couldn't make it to yesterday's check-in. So unfortunately, it's heartbreaking, but I went 113 days in a row, and that included a trip to Vegas, and I did not miss 113 days in a row of checking in here with you guys and holding everybody accountable, as well as sharing some sort of information. So I've shared at least 113 different pieces of information here already that I've put out. I missed a day, and I feel guilt about that, and I'm going to let that be a lesson for you guys, though. I can't let that be a reason for me to miss today, right? And that's what people do over and over again with their diet, is that they miss something, they miss a day, or their fitness, they miss a day, and then they just let it go by the wayside for longer and longer. And it's just not fun when you live that way. All right. Next up on the docket here, who do we got for check-ins? Sammy, I can't see it either, but Facebook might be deleting Trainer Steve's videos. Thank you for covering my butt. I should have just said that that's what happened. Baron, he covered for me. He said I had a late night with my lady. That's true. Had some great content that I'll share at some point, and this is it. Yes, so what happened was my lady, Strudel, she wanted to make a doodle, but she did not toodle. Evelyn Price, I guess I will check in here under yours. Day 59, no sugar. Boom. Over 6 grams. Also got my workout in. I see you there with that live check-in, Sarah. I'm going to comment on that in 1 second. Thank you for your kind words. Sammy, the superstar. Oh, I can't wait to zoom in on this picture. Today was a Halloween costume contest, leg day. I won a free protein donut. Oh, I want a protein donut. Dang, was it good? 6-mile jog, booty homework, foam rolling, and stretching. Let's see what's going down here. Looks like her and her friend. Wait, can I move this over a little bit? There we go. That's Sammy in the back with a super high hops because she's been working on her glutes so she can jump super high now. So now she's way up in the air in her super cool costume that I can't figure out what it is. Are you a shamrock? Are you a... I don't know. But you're looking great, though. You look like you're in great shape, Sammy. So all the hard work you've been doing is paying off. Fantastic. Okay, back to the check-ins here. If I can shrivel down this picture. Scooching the doochin. Oh, and she's just replied. She's dancing and feeling good. That is kind of what you look like. Is that your costume? Oh, I get it. You're Patrick. Are you Patrick? That's a clever costume, actually. I didn't get it at first. Mike Wassman also doing a check-in for us here. Day 23 of reading and day 3 of PT. Any tips on muscle recovery? Sammy was quick to say the vibrating foam roller, and she knows me well now. She knows me very well. Yes, that is my answer to most people, but I have a much more long-winded answer to that, which I'll save for another video probably, but I'll just bang it down to 3 things very quickly here. When it comes to muscle recovery, let's talk about the things that people aren't talking about. Number 1, that's moving that muscle more. People think I hurt myself or I overtrained something, and so I need to not move it. I need to let it just do its thing and recover. And what that does is slow down its repair. If you demand its use, but just keep it calm, right? Like you're not trying to break any records with what you're doing. But let's say your biceps are sore. All you need to do is go get like a cable, like a band or something, or a light cable station, and then just do some light banded curls. Do a few of those like 3 times throughout the day. And just enough to get some blood burning in there, but not to overly fatigue yourself. That's number 1. Number 2, I like these vibrational instruments, but the more important part about those vibrational instruments is that they allow for the musculature around the pain and soreness to release their tightness. What happens is when a muscle feels like it's in pain or it's sore or it's hurting, that muscle shrivels tighter because it's trying to hold itself more safe. And so what you have to do is relax it, calm it back down, say, shh, little muscle, I got you, buddy. And relax the edges of it to allow the muscle to relax, to make you more calm and chill, and then the muscle recover faster. And then number 3, we're going to put a combo with number 3. It's your diet and sleep. You got to have them both right, because if you're not eating correctly, you're not going to sleep well, and if you're not sleeping right, you're going to make bad food decisions. So those two in combination are number 3. You have to have a good amount of protein in your diet and enough carbs to recover, but not too many carbs that you go into poor metabolism. Then you'll have better sleep. Try to have more of those carbs in the nighttime instead of in the morning. You'll be able to sleep better, and then hopefully that will give you better recovery. Your body does do its regenerative properties while you are sleeping, so things like meditation, rest, a lot of mindfulness activities, float tanks, light yoga, these are also great ways to relax and recover a muscle. All right, sorry, I think I just went on to a whole nother topic there. Oh well. I think the check-ins, they're just all over the place. I missed a whole bunch of check-ins from yesterday morning because it got deleted, or the morning before because it got deleted. So shout out to everybody who did their check-ins. I know Matt Bailey, you checked in. Brian Warren gave me a check-in. Baron Adams had been checking in. He upped his squat game. We got a cool picture of Iggy here doing his calendar check-in. So we've got a lot of people checking in. Tracy Warner Hockman, thank you for being a superstar here. Sammy, thank you for being a superstar. Let's go to the live check-in so that I can toot my own horn here because somebody else is tooting me. Who doesn't like being tooted? Oops. There we go. Let me put that on so we can get tooted. Boom. Sarah Adams is giving me a toot. Honestly, you are a legend, Steve. 113 days strong is so strong. Boom. Boom, baby. 1 mushroom for you. 1 mushroom for me. And 1 hip-hop horn for the both of us. Shout out to all of us here, because we're all winners here. We don't hear the sound. Did that one play? I always just wanted to play that sound effect. I hope that played. Did it play? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's a fun one. I never get a chance to play that because we're not losers here. We're winners. We're always winning in this game. Thank you, Sarah, for the kind comments. And I'm going to make another version of this presentation available for YouTube with a little more data and a little more clarity and a less muddledness, because that was my first run through. I'll probably put on a little bit more beauty makeup, too, so I can get rid of this redness. All right, everybody. I'm Trainer Steve. This has been another Momentum Morning. If you have other questions and want me to make a post on that topic, I will do so and give my best. Who am I looking for here? Who am I looking for? Mr. Wassman, Mike, I will be making a video on that recovery. I believe I also have one on YouTube already, but I make so much content I forget what I've made already. So go into my YouTube backlog and just search the word recovery, and I bet I already have a video there. All right. I'm out.
You gotta stick